Sable Island, often called the graveyard of the Atlantic, is a crescent-shaped island located in the North Atlantic Ocean, approximately 300 kilometers southeast of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Known for its shifting sands, rich biodiversity, and storied maritime history, Sable Island is a unique and fragile ecosystem. The island is about 42 kilometers long and less than 2 kilometers wide at its widest point. It is crescent-shaped due to the influence of ocean currents and winds. The island is primarily made up of sand, with dunes reaching heights of 25 meters. Sable Island experiences a marine climate, characterized by cool summers and mild winters, with frequent fog due to the meeting of the cold Labrador Current and the warm Gulf Stream. Sable Island is famous for its population of wild horses, which are believed to have descended from horses brought to the island in the 18th century. These feral horses are protected by Canadian law and thrive despite the harsh environment. The island is home to one of the largest gray seal colonies in the world, with thousands of seals using its beaches for breeding. Over 350 bird species have been recorded, including the Ipswich sparrow, which nests exclusively on Sable Island. Sparse but resilient, the vegetation includes marram grass and other species adapted to sandy, nutrient-poor soils. Known as the graveyard of the Atlantic, Sable Island has been the site of more than 350 recorded shipwrecks since the 16th century. The island's shifting sandbanks and dense fog have made navigation treacherous. To improve safety, lighthouses were established on Sable Island in the 19th century. Modern navigational technology has reduced the frequency of shipwrecks. Sable Island has no permanent residents. Seasonal researchers and Parks Canada staff visit the island for conservation and monitoring purposes. In 2013, Sable Island was designated a National Park Reserve of Canada, ensuring the protection of its unique ecosystem and cultural heritage. Access is highly regulated to preserve its fragile environment. The island is a focal point for scientific research, including studies on climate change, wildlife populations, and coastal dynamics. Sable Island has inspired numerous myths and stories due to its isolation, shipwrecks, and iconic wild horses. It holds cultural significance for the Mi'kmaq people and features in Canadian folklore. Rising sea levels and storm activity threaten the island's existence. Sand is constantly being eroded and redeposited, reshaping the island over time. Strict regulations are in place to minimize human impact, but tourism and research activities must be carefully managed. Sable Island is one of the foggiest places in the world, with over 125 days of fog annually. The wild horses are not provided food or medical care, allowing them to live as natural a life as possible. The name Sable comes from the French word for sand, reflecting the island's composition. Sable Island remains a symbol of resilience and mystery in the Atlantic, captivating nature enthusiasts, historians, and conservationists alike.